Yo, what's up? This is Suki Janai, Young Hentai God here with the Real Action Heroes review of Real Action Heroes Saber Artria Pendragon from Fate Grand Order series. Uh, Metacom originally released the Saber, which is really similar to this one, but this one was the WandFest 2016 exclusive that basically is a different version of Saber and comes with different modeled swords, her like robe cape thing, and her crown. And as you can see, also her face and some distinctions in her hair are very different. Obviously, this is a newer model since it's 2016 One Fest, which was exclusive to 500 pieces, and the other Saber dropped, I think, about maybe a couple years ago, maybe four. But since then, there's been a bunch of Sabers that have came out. I got this one from a friend off MFC, and I originally chose this one over the original because it looked more newer and fresher to me. I think the lines in her hair and her face are more refined as to the original Saber, which has just an older style to it, and they're both really good. A lot of people, from what I've seen, a lot of people actually prefer the other one, but it's all based on what you like. Right here, the cuffs with the white spikes, gold lining all around the bottom with the bendy wire, so it's pretty strong. You could basically bend it up and it'll stay like that. Bend it down, just fits with it however you want, depending on how you want to display her. So the wire runs all around right here, this part down to the bottom, down around back, and then up here. But this part right here, this V section, this upper torso part, doesn't have a wire, but it's basically attached up here to the torso, so it won't really move. Cuffs have a gold gloss lining, same as the neck. The fabric's real nice, real good cotton, feels nice, doesn't feel like it'll wear out. Uh, the white right here, based on her skirt's really tough. I guess they lined it with something, but it's a really nice quality material. The bottom of her skirt has some thin spikes with the gloss lines on it. Her feet, nice metallic finish with the black, and it has some black shading where the boot meets the leg. And in the back, you can see it's pretty normal Saber. Right here, her cool her hair piece with the ribbon that came out really good. If you pay close attention, right around the front of the face, you could see some darker yellow brownish highlighting. So I think that was really cool that they added that. And as compared to the other Saber, you can see that her eyes, eyebrows, the lines are a lot more straighter and cleaner. Right here, the buttons on the front piece, they're not, you can't unbutton them or anything, they're just sewn on. As to these straps right here, they're sewn on, you can't really untake them or take the string off. The back is attached by Velcro, so if you wanted to just take this off and see what she was wearing under, it's Velcro, so you could just do that. Her chest, but although her chest piece, like the body composure is just like squishy soft rubber behind in some areas, mainly like her torso, so that it wouldn't look bad, but I would be careful about deterioration over the years. Yeah, this is basically Saber in her casual, I guess you'd call it casual wear. I know she has a different version with her coat and all that. I guess you would call that casual, but this is basically her in a nice relaxed wear with her armor off. Although you can't take the boots off because those won't come off. She doesn't come. She doesn't come with any spare legs like I think it was Saber Lily that did. That came with stockings and shoes. You can't take her shoes off, but you could take most of her armor off to give her this nice, sort of semi-casual look, which is pretty cool. I think it looks really nice. Alright, this is Saber in her armored version. So to change Saber from her casual to armored, you should put on the skirt piece first, and the skirt piece is attached by hooks on the back. It's pretty easy, just put them on, and then the front chest plate is just I guess like clip-ons, and you just put them on, and The cuffs are slide on, and then she comes with separate hands that are armored as to her casual hands that are unarmored, that are bearskin hands. The skirt piece, the metal plates on the side have a wire behind them. It's a pretty strong wire, so if you want to pose it a specific way for battle poses, you could pose it, and it'll pretty much keep its hold, but you shouldn't keep it like that for a long time, because it'll probably get weaker as time goes if you flex it too much. As for the armor, it's pretty good. The plastic itself is a nice sturdy plastic, so it's pretty hard. It feels really durable. Sometimes I wish they would have used metal, but I feel like that would have sort of messed up the figure, messed up the fabric maybe. So yeah, this is I'm really satisfied with the way that the armor is. As you can see, the etching on the chest plate is really good. If you look inside the lines, there's basically a dark gray ashy shading in it, and as the symbols, you can see the nice deep, like darkish, maybe royal blue etched throughout. And it's the paint apps themselves are really good, and also in some of the edges of the armor you could see some maybe hints of black grayish shading, as to promote, you know, maybe wear or rubbing up against her inner garments. But the armor came out really good. I'm really happy with it. As for this front part right here that comes with the skirt, it also has a wire running throughout it, so you could you know, basically bend it as you want. But I wouldn't, like I said, I wouldn't mess with it too much. And the tassels themselves, you can they stand up, and they could point up, but you could just move them to however you want. They're nice over too. I think they did a really good job with that as to how they hang. But yeah, you want to just always make sure that you don't have them going crazy all over the place. And yeah, that's basically the essential aspect of her and her armor wear. Of, you know, fresher, nice version of Arturia Pendragon, you know, as compared to the original. It's really good, and I like it a lot. This was my preference, and you know, ideal Saber over the original, because the original is good, but I like the new fresher take on it. And I think Medicom did a really good job as to this aspect of Saber, and also the casual. They really did an amazing job with this figure. So this is Saber in her king's, I guess you could say, king outfit. You know, the real legit Artria Pendragon. Man, like, this look is freaking, it's amazing. I had her displayed a few days with the robe and the crown on, and every day I'd get home and I just would glance over at Saber and maybe, you know, look at her for a few minutes, because damn, this figure has a really sick presence with the robe and the crown on. But yeah, the robe's a real cool material. It has a wire running all through, around, up, and then all around, back looping again. And like I said earlier, no exceptions. The wire is really strong material, so you bend it and it stays. And inside, it's a shinier, nicer fabric blue than outside, which is more like a sort of matte finish. And the way to put the robe on the figure itself, it's just a clip right here on the left side, and you know, just clip her on and off. It's really easy. The only thing that bugs me about the robe is the back is pretty long. It's really big, so you know, it takes some messing around with, but you know, it's really cool. It came out amazing. The hood itself can't be worn on your head because it is held down by some stitching right here, so you know, you can't pull it higher than that. If you can tell right there, it's held by some stitching. Maybe if you cut it, you could put it, you know, over her head, because the hood itself is pretty big, so it looks like it could, you know, fit over her head. But why mess with it? The crown, it's nice. It has you know, nice gold finish, and on the lining you could see, if you pay attention, it's darker gold through the lining, and the base itself is a nice you know, nice finished gold. The way to put the crown on her, inside the crown there is a hole, and if you see her hoge, it has on the bottom of the base a triangle shape, and the whole of the crown has a triangle shape. So you fit a hoge. You have to take the hoge off, you fit the hoge through the crown, and then you put it on her hair plate. So if you take a look at her hair plate, you see a small little hole right there. That's where the Hoge goes in and out. It's real crazy the presence that this figure has, and it's real nice taking pictures and messing with the figure itself. It looks real good when you have it in display case. It's legit just amazing, real good figure. It's cool that the original Saber didn't have these, although she came with other stuff that this figure doesn't have. In the end, I think this figure has a more more newer, fresher appearance than the other one does. Not to say that the other one isn't good, but this one's just amazing. I've caught myself staring at her for really long periods of the time. Just the robe alone is really good. It's done real well. Medicom, just did an amazing job with this figure. And right here, these two buttons on the side, nice, gold finish, yeah. And it's not the same blue as used on her other robes. I would say it's a more darker blue definitely than her robes. As to the front piece right here, it's also a darker blue, so it's cool that they use different shades of blue just to accent different pieces and her different outfits. Guest versions, that you could call it, of her just Saber throughout. And yeah, it's really good, take on the figure. Alright, so this is everything that comes with Saber in the box. You see the robe, her metal hands, armored I guess, normal unarmored hands, 2 faceplates, 2 hair pieces, crown, and 2 swords. I'm using one to point. Okay, first off, the second sword, it's completely clear. It still has the etchings of the original, I guess, Excalibur. You can see the etchings real defined in there, so it's basically the same sword, just clear. As for the previous version of Real Action Hero Saber, she came with a semi-clear sword, which was clear but had a gold lining where the original gold parts were. And this part doesn't come with, this version doesn't come with what the other original Saber had, which were like, I guess, effect pieces to specify that that the sword was there but invisible, I guess. But I don't really consider that piece vital or necessary. It's still a really cool sword. Her hair pieces has one, I guess, standard in place hairpiece and one flowing in the wind hairpiece. And as you can see, as I mentioned before, the Hoge has to be taken off and put on to each piece when you take the hairs off. It has 2 faceplates. One, this one is my favorite, which really gives me that Fate extra feel. Smirking, sort of smug Saber with a nice confident look, as opposed to maybe I guess it's more like a concerning battle look, sort of, looking off to the side with unhappy expression. Her hands, you come with left fisted hand, right sort of, this one's meant for grasping on the sword. Yep, right hand right here, right relaxed hand, left gripping sword hand. This one right here is also a right gripping sword hand, left relaxed hand, and this hand is also left relaxed hand, but it's more open, so I guess this one is meant to go with the other sword grasping hand to go over it. With that original Saber sword hold, you get 3 pairs of unarmored hands. You get 2 relaxed hands, 2 fisted hands, and 2 hands that are meant for grasping. Although she usually doesn't fight or grasp anything when she's unarmored. You have the crown, and if you could see, right here is the plastic where her Hoge goes through and onto the base of her head. And here is the other sword. You can see that it has the original blue hilt, golden base, old nice accents of gold and blue throughout. It looks real nice, as in the etchings right here on this blade itself. But the blade is a translucent golden yellow, as in the anime when she's like fighting and all all up in it. She has her sword sort of illuminated, you know, a nice bright yellow. So I guess, you know, it's a really cool take on the battle action, you know, battle action scenes, and it looks really good. It looks really cool. It looks really nice and imposing. So I'm really happy with the sword that came out. The thing I have an issue with is putting the hands on the sword. So the hand, it's pretty tight. So when you want to put the sword, you have to give it a nice good squeeze. After a while it goes on, but since you take so much force, you might get some rubbing. I've already started to see some of the gold rubbing off, so I would be careful with that. I would maybe put some water, get it a little wet, or you know, something on there so that there's not so much force. Maybe take out the hand a little more. But I'm pretty sure you could just get maybe some Tamiya gold if it rubs off too much, and just pop it on off, because the bottom of the hilt doesn't come off. None of the sword detaches, so you're gonna have to be battling with that. Same as the original Saber, and same with the clear one. Although you won't get any rubbing in the clear since it's all basically the same thing. And the robe and the figure stand, which I didn't show. It's just this basic Real Action Hero figure stand with the clip. It comes bagged and taped to the clamshell casing of the figure. It doesn't have its own special position in the clamshells, but everything else you see here does. It has its own special place. So you know, nice, cool storage on the box, and it looks real good. You know, every single piece. So it's a nice wide range of optional parts that you can use to get lots of good shots or just lots of cool poses in your display case for Saber. Alright, so this is Saber's box. As you can see, it's pretty big. It's a lot bigger. It's compared to my Kill la Kill Reaction Hero figures, it's not too big, like bigger than those, but it's still essentially a really large box. It's basically largest figure box I currently own, pretty sure. So as you can see, Medicom toys, Real Action Heroes, cool picture of Saber in the front, Fate Grand Order, Saber, Altria Pendragon, you know, cool nice tags with logos. We flip the box to the side, and you can see a cool picture of Saber in her armored version without the crown or robe, and she's holding the clear, invisible, you know, sword. Nice cool pose. I really dig like the background that they put on it. They put like I guess like the neon grass and really like nice cloud, you know, nice blue white cloud background sky. We got the back, which is Saber in her robe and crown with Real Action Heroes up top, Japanese kanji, I guess. I can't really read that. Your Saber Ultra Pendragon, I guess credits on the bottom. Small Medicom logo, warning ages 15. We got the hollow stickers up here. Barcode, you know, just small information, Medicom and whatnot. On the other side, we have another, you know, same background, same bottom, you know, bottom piece. It's still all really good, really nice box. I'm really impressed with it. It also has like a cool, like, sort of like semi-matte finish, I guess you could call it. So it's really nice. We have a cool, you know, confident Saber right here in her thing. You have the top of the box, Fate Grand Order logo. Bottom, same thing, Fate Grand Order, Saber Ultra Pendragon. My favorite part about the box personally is when you open the flap and you get this really sick picture of Saber. I think it's just huge picture of her. You could see like some of the really fine details of Saber. It's really nice. You get like this really, I guess it's like a moon or something in the back with the sky. It's really cool. You got this side Real Action Heroes logo. Bottom says Saber, Altria, Pendragon, and inside the box you get like it's like a marbled deep royal, I guess like blue. It's really cool. I took the clamshell out just so you could see that. Alright, so in order to compare her to other boxes, I have Figma box, Saber. So as you can see, a lot bigger, about almost half. Yeah, but it's really sick box. I'm really glad with it. And as reference for another Real Action Heroes, you know, almost about the same. This is the Hestia's box. Just the it's just a bit bigger, and I'll probably review Hestia at some point. But yeah, that's her box. Really nice. Definitely recommend getting this figure. I mean, first time I opened her, I was at a loss of words. I get like that with a lot of figures. But yeah, super cool figure. Should buy her before she gets super hard to buy and super expensive. I'm really glad with it. Medicom always, as before, they've knocked it out the park. No real gripes with her. You know, super happy. Gonna get a second display case just to prop her up right at the top middle. So yeah, Suki Janai out, and follow me on Instagram and my boy Kawaii Bay. Links in description, and yeah, keep lookout for that Hestia review. Peace.
せーのでもそんなんじゃダメもうそんなんじゃほら心は進化するよもっともっと言葉にすれば消えちゃう関係なら言葉を消せばいいやって思ってた恐れてただけどあれなんか違うかも千人の道も一歩から石のように硬いそんな石で地にも積まれば大和なでしこ死ぬ気でいや死ぬ気でふわふわりふわふわるあなたが名前を呼ぶそれだけで宙へ浮かぶふわふわるふわふわりあなたが笑っているそれだけで笑顔になる神様ありがとう運命のいたずらでも巡り会えたことが幸せなのでもそんなんじゃダメもうそんなんじゃほら心は進化するよもっともっとそうそんなんじゃやだねそんなんじゃまだ私のこと見ててねずっとずっと私の中のあなたほどあなたの中の私の存在はまだまだ大きくないことも分かっているけれど今この同じ瞬間共有してる時間地にも積もれば大和なでしこ略して地に積も大和なでこクラクラリクラクラルあなたを見上げたらそれだけで眩しすぎてクラクラルクラクラリあなたを思っているそれだけで溶けてしまう神様ありがとう運命のいたずらでも巡り会えたことが幸せなのふわふわりふわふわるあなたが名前を呼ぶそれだけで宙へ浮かぶ
これは起こした方がいいのだろうか。しかし邪魔はするべきではない気も。そーっと
何をしているのかしら。はい、静かに。まったく3人ともよく眠っているものね。確かに干したての布団ってのは気持ちいいものだけど。特等席だー。ちょっといいの泥棒猫、そこは私の場所なんだから。いい匂い。分かったわよ。 起きないわね。
そりゃ起きないわよ。起きないようにしたんだもの。なんかスローにアンチかけた。スローとお昼寝したかったのは。早くそっちに分かったわよ、もう。でも本当に解いちゃってもいいの？
どういう意味さ？
まあいいか。瓶が溶けていたんだし。ほらー、何すんのよこのガキ。こういうのはお姫様のキスって相場が決まってるじゃない。逆でしょ逆。何よ、ピーは白が目覚めなくてもいいの？いいわけないでしょ。いいよこれとは何よ。
見たところタイガも目を覚まさないんですが、彼女にも暗示をかけたのですか？
かけてない。
我が